So I just had a once in a lifetime, one in a million experience here. My first time in Costa Rica interacting with a boa constrictor, which I found out after I escaped my car. That's what it was. So I'm going to show you the clip of me outside of my car next. And yeah, this was driving. So I was driving to a store down the street. It had just gotten dark, and for some reason I felt myself intuitively leaning more and more forward. So I look over my left shoulder and I see like this, like that. And there was a giant fucking snake right next to the head of my seat, hanging off like the little railing thing. And oh my god, you're gonna see the size of it next and where it's sitting as soon as I jumped at it. Yo, only in Costa Rica. I'm driving and I look over my left shoulder and there is this motherfucker hanging out on my seat. Now I don't know if that's a boa constrictor or if that's a python. And if they bite, he's kind of got a narrow head. He doesn't look poisonous though because he's got circular print. So I'm hoping he's not poisonous, but he kind of has a poisonous looking head. Now I have somebody trying to help me to get him out of here, but can you see? That's on my car seat. So we've got to get this fucker out of here. And that could have been dangerous. I could have got bit, but I didn't, thankfully. So that thing was literally like coming to wrap around my head. If I was leaning back a little bit or I just leaned back a little bit, it would have been right in front of me and could have started to constrict. And it was about 6 feet long. I don't have a video of the gentleman who helped me. I literally jumped out of my car when I realized what was happening, and I couldn't slow down fast enough. I was probably going 40, 45 miles an hour, and I started downshifting in my car, and I couldn't slow down quick enough. So at some point I just opened my door and I'm like leaning at this point and the thing's dangling. My door's open, my car's still going maybe 15, 20 miles an hour, and I just rip the e-brake and my car skids to a stop and I jump out of the car while it's still stopping, moving, and I'm like, fuck it, like I don't know what type of snake it was because I couldn't see. And all I'm thinking is it's a terciopelo or one of these venomous vipers that's just gonna snap at me, bite me, and I'm fucking dead in a half hour. Or a python, which has big teeth and it'll, snag you. This is what's running through my head, and thank God, as soon as my car was stopped and there was a guy walking down the street, I said, "Conoces algo de culebras?" Which is, do you know any of snakes or anything about snakes? And he goes, "Sí." And he looks at it, he goes, "Es muy grande." I go, "Ay, yo conozco, es como cerca mi cabeza." And he's now like laughing. And I was like, "We need a stick, like necesitamos un pieza de madera." And we can't find anything. So we go and knock on a house, and this old guy, maybe 80, 90 years old, walks out. He's blind in one eye, so he can't see. He puts his head into my car, and I grab him. I pull him away. I'm like, no, look. And right to the right of his head, the snake was just sitting on my seat the way you saw it in the last video. And this old gentleman just grabs the snake by the tail, pulls it out. It's, the height of him, and he just tosses it into a banana field and saved my life. Loco, gringo loco. But what an experience. Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna learn the lesson and keep my windows closed when I'm sleeping at night when my car is parked out there. The windows are closed right now, and I don't know. I'm gonna super search my car every single time I get in it now. So that's my Costa Rican once in a lifetime story that I would have never imagined experiencing before I moved here.